Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you some isolation basketball plays that you can run for your center on your team. So hello everyone, welcome to Basketball Coach Alan. On this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills, so if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about actually a few isolation plays that you can run with your center against man-to-man defenses, because, well, generally isolation plays will only really work against man-to-man defenses. So that's what I'm going to show you, what to run against, or the isolation plays to run against the man-to-man. There we go. Anyways, so let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so here we are going to start with a Horns basketball offense. And what we will start with is having player 5 screening down for player 2, who is going to use that screen. He's going to cut across the key. He may be open in the key. He's going to pop out. Player 4 is also going to be setting up a screen. He may be open in this wing. Obviously, at this time, this is not an isolation play for the post player. What could happen, though, is they could switch, which would leave then a huge, gigantic mismatch in the post, which would be fantastic. Or if they don't switch, either way, that's going to be an isolation right there for your post player, and he's going to take his man to school. However, the kind of icing on the cake is if that player number 2 stayed there and player 5 switched off, and in which case player 2 would be hugely undersized, I should say, because player 5 is usually, depending on the age group, let's say at the 8th grade level, this would be a 6-footer against a 5'2" kid. Or at the high school level, this could be a 6'8" guy versus a 5'9" to 6'3" person. So huge mismatch. Now in this next play, what we are going to have is player 2 cutting baseline out to the far wing, and we're going to have player 5 setting a screen for player 1, who's going to use that screen. Player 5 is going to roll off. If this is a switch, oh yes, that would be beautiful. If it's not, it doesn't matter. Again, it's just an isolation down in that low post for player 5 to take his man to school. Now in this next play, we have a low one for offense, and what we are going to try and do is get player 5 open in this low post. So what we are going to start with is having player 2, he is going to cut across the key. He may be open in the key and he might have a floater. However, next we're going to have player 4 setting a screen for player 5, and player 5 should get the ball. Now, if he's lucky and player 4 is a really good screener, this could either be a switch or an easy open layup, or player 5 could fight through, and this would be just player 5 blue taking his man to school against the opponent's center and hopefully scoring, as that's what we hope for in isolation plays for the low post or for your center. Now in our next play, we have the 3-out, 2-in, or 1-3-1 offense, depending on how you would like to call this. I personally call this the 1-3-1. So what we have here is player 3, he is going to be cutting across like this, not like this, across down to the low wing, and he's going to pop out. That's going to look like this. And at this time, what we will have is player 4 setting a back screen on player 5. Player 5 is going to go. This may be an alley-oop. If he is not open to do so, he's going to go out to this wing or this post. Now, if player 4 switches off, that's totally fine. If not, and 5 red fights through, player 4 needs to get his butt out of the key. And again, this is going to be one more isolation play for your center. Let's get your center as many easy points as possible, because if you make him get a few points in the low post, that will have him motivated to get more rebounds for your team. And let's face it, your center has to get rebounds. He's the biggest guy on the court for a reason, and he needs to get rebounds. That is one of his many jobs. Another job for player 5 is to play defense and, of course, Scoring allows him to be motivated to play defense, but that is for another video. That is not for today's video. Today is about the isolation plays for the center and not his defense. Now, in this next offensive play for your center, what we are going to have is player 3. He is going to go and set a screen for player 5. Player 5 is going to go through that screen. Now, player 5, when he's curling underneath the basket, he might be wide open in this low spot down here. If you can get a quick pass into him for a layup, that would be absolutely fantastic. But if he pops out and gets into his defensive or his offensive post and there's a switch, he's going to destroy that man. Otherwise, he's going to try and take his man to school because we are hoping that he is a lot better on offense than the opponent's center is at defense. Well, anyways, there is some fantastic isolation basketball plays that you can run for your center. If you have liked this video, obviously hit that like button and subscribe. I do post new videos every single day, so I'll see you guys hopefully again tomorrow for another basketball video. Basketball players, are you looking to jump higher? If you are, there's a book in the description called the Jump Training Book that is going to help you just like it has helped many other players. Hello, so if you have liked this video, click over here to subscribe, or maybe over here, depending on which side I put it on. I don't know yet. Anyways, also the opposite direction or the opposite side is another video you may like. So I hope to see you again in one of those next videos. Yeah.